Okay, it's January 19, 2024, and I'm on my way to Bar Harbor. I am gonna go over there today for a couple of reasons. It seems my wife needs a prescription filled. That means I get to go over to Bar Harbor to do it because that's where the pharmacy is. And also, I'm gonna go to the supermarket. And while I'm there, the plan is to stop and see if I can see some of the Bar Harbor shore path, which was apparently badly damaged in the storms on the 10th and the 13th of this month. So we'll see what I can see of that. I may not do much because it is currently about 20 degrees out and I expect it to be colder in Bar Harbor. So anyway, on my way across the island here on a chilly January 19, 2024, and I'll pick this up again when we get over there, or maybe I'll shoot a little video along the way. Actually, I guess what I'm going to do is shoot a little video in each of the towns as I drive across the island. Right now I'm in Bass Harbor. Here is the view out over the harbor. You can see the ice from the fact that it's cold, and a little bit more of the village here. Okay, I'm just coming into Southwest Harbor now, and we're going to drive through, just take a look at the town. And it is currently 11:08. So pretty early, and right now in Southwest Harbor there's very little that is open. The town is pretty well shut down for the winter, and everything is closed up. As soon as we pass through Southwest Harbor, I will switch back. Let's see if I get this camera. There we go. To there we go. Better. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to adjust the camera a little. We'll switch back to just driving. Okay, you can see very little open here. The public library is open, and that's really about it right now in this part of town. And up here, the bank and the drugstore are open. Unfortunately, this is not the drugstore where my wife's prescription is from, so I have to go all the way to Bar Harbor to refill that. Okay, here we go, coming into Somesville. Now, the main part of Somesville is purely residential. I think there's one business here. Not something you're going to patronize very often. It's a funeral home. Yeah, so that's probably not a place that you're going to want to stop. Right here, this white building on the left is the Jordan Fernald Funeral Homes. So, like I said, not a place that you're going to want to stop on vacation. And that's about it. Until we get up past the stoplight, then there's a little shopping plaza with a gas station and a convenience store, fairly good sized convenience store, but it really just carries snacks. And then on the other side of the street there are a couple little businesses that I've never actually stopped at, but that's it. Oh, there is a gallery back there that I believe is closed in the winter. So here we go through downtown South Somesville. Real estate agent there. And we'll be out of Somesville in just a minute. just when we get up past the stoplight up here, and make a right turn to head toward Northeast Harbor and Bar Harbor. Okay, we're just entering Bar Harbor. The big snowy white expanse there is the Kibo Valley Golf Club, and it looks like it's probably closed. We had about 2.5 inches of snow, and over in Bass Harbor it was followed by about a quarter inch, maybe a little more of rain. I do not know what they got over here, but everything was crusty snow over on our side. It looks like they got a little more snow here than we did, judging by how deep it looks along the edges of sidewalks and stuff. So I'd say they probably got about 4 or maybe a little more inches of snow over here. The night before, we had no snow on the ground at all. So we're coming through Bar Harbor. We're going to get up here to the stoplight pretty soon, and then we'll be in the main part of the village of Bar Harbor. And as you can see, it's pretty quiet here. That's the grade school there. All the teachers' cars are parked there. And here's the stoplight with what I presume is a hotel that's under construction. Still no sign to indicate what it is. I imagine they're working inside now, which I'm sure the construction workers appreciate. And here we go into Bar Harbor, where the vast majority of the inns are closed. A few are still open, stay open all year. Looks like the Inn at Mount Desert may be one of them. I think the Ledge Lawn is closed. They don't have a vacancy or no vacancy sign, and they have not cleared any snow on their grounds. And the motel we just passed on the left is closed. The last time I was here, about 11 days ago, pretty much everything was closed in downtown, except for the bookstore, and I think there was one other shop open. So it's very quiet here in the winter. Right up here, just past the Abbey Museum, which is the building on the right, is the Acadia Hotel, which does stay open all year. And it's not a big place, but it does stay open. And here is Main Street right ahead, Village Green on the left. You can't see it, but it's there, and covered with snow, and there's nobody walking around. Okay, I'm going to drive down to the town dock, and then we'll walk over and see what we can see of the shore path. Now, I am not going to go over there if the paths are icy. As you know, I had a knee replacement just under a year ago, 10.5 months ago, and I'm still not as spry as I used to be, particularly when it comes to getting up off the ground. If I slip on some ice and end up on the ground, it's going to be very difficult for me to get up. Okay, as you can see, downtown Bar Harbor is really quiet right now. Very few people here today. And there's the waterfront. Looks like it's a little breezy out of the north. And the tide is out. So we're going to go over here and park at the town dock, and then I'll see if I can walk over and get a look at the shore path, which was, according to what I have heard, very badly damaged by the storm. And it appears that the town dock is also closed, that they're not allowing any parking there. So I'm not going to park there. So I'm going to turn around and see what I can do. I imagine that the reason they're not allowing parking out there is that there was some damage to the town dock during the storm. So we'll get turned around And we'll park over on Main. And actually, I can park right over here. Turn around and park just on the other side of this car. Okay, I'm on foot now. There's Agamont Park, looking a little snow covered. And I'm not going to go up there, because as I said, I don't want to trust my feet to maintain good footing if it's icy. And we'll walk over and see what things look like. I've never seen the town hall blocked off like this in winter, so I'm guessing there was some damage over here, and we'll see if we can get to a spot where we can see it. I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time out here today because it is cold and it is windy, which means that we're probably looking at pretty low wind chills. Well, it doesn't look like there was any damage here, but there might be some further out on the town dock. And let's see if we can walk over toward the shore path. I'm just going to be very careful and hopefully not fall on the ice. So this is the beginning of the shore path, and I gather it was badly damaged right up here in front of the Bar Harbor Inn. And that wind is cutting. My truck said it was 19 degrees, and the nice little 20-mile-an-hour wind is probably pushing the wind chill down a little bit below that. I'll just put my hand here. It isn't that slippery here. There are icy patches though, so I want to be careful. Let me get over here and see what the shore path looks like. The reporting that I saw had some pictures of pretty significant damage, and it was reported that the town did not have any money budgeted to repair the shore path, so they'll probably have to scrounge around and see what they can find to see if they have money available somewhere. Apparently there was some damage to the pier here in front of the Bar Harbor Inn. I think the beginning of it, where it attaches to the shore, is damaged. We'll walk by there and see what it looks like. And we'll see if we can get up to where the path is damaged. And it looks like right up here is as far as they're going to let me go. They've got it blocked off. So we'll walk up and take a look. So that's a hint that the shore path is closed from here. Well, it doesn't look bad here. The pictures I saw were from a little further up, just around the corner there, where the retaining wall on the ocean side was apparently washed out. And you can see some rocks on the shore path up there, where there was some damage. And here's the beginning of the Bar Harbor Inn's dock, and you can see it got torn up a bit right at the beginning. The waves hitting the seawall splashed up and knocked some planking off. Doesn't look like it's badly damaged other than that. So this is as far as I can go on the shore path today, and so we will head back. And as I said, walking into the wind now, it is chilly. Make sure my jacket's zipped up all the way. Pictures I saw of the shore path suggested that it was completely washed out in a number of places a little further up, but clearly they got it blocked off, so you cannot go up there. Well, we can get a good view of the waterfront here, looking across the bay toward the Porcupine Islands. And they haven't done anything to clear any of the paths in the park. We will walk over to Main Street and look at it a little bit more. It doesn't look any different than it did 10 days ago. You can see some of the buildings up over the hill of Agamot Park. Here's the beach down here. Doesn't really look any different than normal. A little bit of the granite edging on the path here has gotten knocked out of place and washed out. Ooh, it's chilly out here. I think I'm gonna pass on walking around much, because walking into this wind is not very warm. Whoa, it is cold. This is the kind of weather that we call a little fresh. See if I can get over here without falling on my face. It's like, this will be easier this way. There we go. Back on bare pavement. So I wonder what happened to the town dock. They have definitely blocked it off for the first time that I can remember. And oh, I'm gonna get back in the truck to get out of this wind. And I will film while I go down Cottage Street, because I got a request to see what Cottage Street looks like in the winter, and this will be a good time to do it. Okay, we're going to go back up Main Street and then down Cottage. And it is fresh out here today. Truck says 20 degrees now, and it is cold walking into that wind. As you can see, downtown Bar Harbor, very quiet. Pretty much everything is shut, except for Sherman's bookstore right here. You can see some lights on inside. I'm going to go down Cottage and see what, if anything, is going on down here. It's going to be straight into the wind if I was walking, so it would be a chilly walk. So here we go, Cottage Street. I'm doing this handheld so that I can swing the camera if I see something noteworthy. There is one place that is open up here. That's the Thirsty Whale right there on the left. And I think pretty much everything else is closed for the season. Very, very quiet down here. The gas station up here is open, and there are a couple of banks further down that are open, and of course the supermarket. A little further down here, and there's a dentist down here and things like that. Oh, $3.12 cash price. It's going to be $3.21 credit, so it's worth driving over here. Usually gas is more expensive in Bar Harbor, but not now. And this is a new hotel that's going up. You can see they've got it closed up and their lights on. They're working inside. They still have to do their exterior finish. Probably wait till it warms up a little. And here's the Hannaford Supermarket, which is where I am going. Okay, we just left the supermarket here in Bar Harbor and I'm headed out of town. I'm going back over to Main Street. This is a residential street. It is, however, mostly inns. There are 1 or 2 houses on this entire stretch, and the rest is various types of inns. So it's pretty busy. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn left and we're going to go through another residential street just to show you what residential Bar Harbor looks like in the winter. We're going to go down Spring Street and then we'll come back. So here we go. And fairly quickly we're going to get away from all the inns and into an actual residential area, bearing in mind that a lot of the houses here in Bar Harbor are weekly rentals in the summer. So we'll just go down here a couple blocks and turn and work our way back over to Main Street. So you can see it's a pretty standard small town residential street. Houses here are not big and fancy. Well, not all of them. And we're just going to go up here and turn on the next street. And this is only the second snowfall that we've had that's lasted this summer. So we'll go up Shannon Street here and see what it looks like. Here we go. And doesn't look like this goes very far. This may have been a mistake. You can see lots of small homes. And it's going to take me back over to where I was, I think. There's a house that's been renovated with a bunch of solar panels on the roof. And the rest of these are pretty compact small homes. Now many of these homes are pretty old in that, ooh, there goes a cat across the road. Kind of chilly for a kitty to be out. This part of the town was not damaged by the 1947 fire, and as a consequence it is mostly older homes. Now a lot of them have been re-sided, repainted, and fixed up, but most of these homes date to before 1947. But based on what I see in the real estate ads, we're mostly looking at, you know, $600,000-$700,000 homes here. Here we come back up to Main Street. We're going to turn left and head out of town, and I will be ending the video. And no traffic at all. There's one thing that makes this Bar Harbor nice this time of year is there's very, very little traffic. Okay, I'm just about to drive out of Bar Harbor. Sorry, I'm glancing up at the stoplight. So I'm going to call this video over. Hope you enjoyed this kind of broken up look at Bar Harbor. Sorry I couldn't get further over onto the shore path to see where it was actually damaged, but it was pretty convincingly blocked off where I stopped. And so anyway, Bar Harbor. the 19th of January 2024 on a chilly day. Truck says it's 21 now, and when I was down on the town dock, the wind made it feel a lot colder than that. Okay, thanks for watching.